Hey guys, Max Tornado is here and we are on our tutorial account. Happy Halloween to everyone who is watching this video on Halloween. It's the 31st of October, so I'm excited to start this week off with a video, and we're going to have a keyword today. So for those of you who watched the previous giveaway video, we were able to go ahead and give away that ninja account. And thanks to Moon Duke, we now have another ninja account to give away. So very, very excited to give that away. And the plan is we'll drop a keyword for that ninja account, probably maybe 3 to 4, and then on Friday evening, around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just so you know if you're catching all the keywords and everything. We'll go ahead and do that drawing, right? So that's the plan. Had a lot of fun doing it last time. One of the keywords, like whenever we did the spin the wheel, it actually landed on me. Of course, I didn't try to take the account, but yeah, I'm excited for you guys to hopefully get your hands on a ninja account. I did do a preview of that account in the last video, where we gave away the first ninja account. So at the end of that giveaway, I did the showcase for that video. So, today we are officially on day 30. Let me see, I'm going to pause the video and get the kids to turn the TV down just a little bit. Okay, so we're on day 30, and that means we have ourselves Haikatoon. For anyone who's not familiar with Haikatoon, she is an excellent support champion. So again, when we say support, that means that she's not necessarily going to be built out to do a whole lot of damage. Even if her attacks are attack, based on attack, we're not going to build her to be like a nuker, right? So what does Haikatoon do? She's got a decreased speed on her A1, which is really, really good. We like to be able to decrease the speed of bosses so that way we can get more attacks in, and hopefully then be able to, turn meter control or whatever the case might be. We just like to try to take more turns than the boss. Obviously, decreased speed doesn't work on clan boss, but like things like Fire Knight, you know, uh, Spider certainly does work. Then we've got fills turn meter of all allies by 15% and place an increased speed. And then when it's ascended, it's actually the big version of increased speed. So this is really, really strong and kind of helping your allies just continue to use their abilities, right? So if you've got your Haikatoon built with a lot of speed, then she's just going to kind of continue to help everyone rotate through their skills to get back to their nukes or get back to their debuffs, crowd controls, all that stuff. Another fantastic ability is the attack all enemies and then decrease turn meter, right? So for the same reason that this ability is strong in helping your allies take more turns, this ability is really strong to help the enemies not take turns. She also has a 19% ally speed and okay, sorry for the interruption. Evan walked in the living room without a shirt on, so had to go in and um, clip a little bit of that out. So, but yeah, like I was saying, so Haikatoon has that 19% speed lead aura, which is really strong. So a lot of people will use her to go first in arena to try to go first, do their debuffs, do their crowd control, nuke, and then that's usually the way to win, right? So that is certainly one strategy. We're planning on building her with high speed and high accuracy. We absolutely want to make sure we're taking advantage of the fact that she can decrease turn meter. So that's the plan. We're going to do it. We also want to make sure that we are landing our decreased speed here. So again, it's just kind of being mindful of do we have the correct stats on the champions. So I've had a few people asking in Discord how to use the Hell Hades optimizer tool. Now, for those of you who might not know, Hell Hades is another content creator. Oh, Lincoln's asking something. One second. Okay. But Hell Hades is a massive content creator for Raid Shadow Legends. So you certainly can get a lot of great information from him as well. But he's got a great website where there's a lot of super beneficial information. And he's got a team of people who actually have created a tool called the optimizer, right? So what I'll do is I'll pull it up over here so that way we can see it on the screen that's recording. So whenever you go to use this, if say for example we were just on the regular hellhades.com, right? Um, it's free to create a membership, right? So you can go to create an account over here in the top right. There's obviously there's paid subscriptions to the accounts as well. I think I pay like $5 a month, and that gives me some additional optimizing capabilities, and it kind of rates my gear and stuff, and so it's kind of nice. I enjoy it. Plus, I love to support the work that the Hell Hades team does. So that's cool. But you can do it for free. Um, Once you have that, you will actually go to the Raid Optimizer, and it'll just ask you to download the installer, and you'll do the basic installation steps that you would for any other installation. And then it comes up with something like this, right? So um, essentially, you'll click upload to website, and it'll pull open whatever, like say if you had Mozilla Firefox or anything, it would just go ahead and upload your stuff to that. So I'll go ahead and close out of these other windows that I don't need anymore. And from here, I would click on champions, and that brings me to all my champions, right? So say we wanted to go ahead and gear up Haikatoon for all speed. We would select her, okay? And then it gives you a couple options here. It says, do you want a max primary artifact bonus? So as an example, if your piece of gear started out with 4% defense, maxing primary artifact would take that all the way up to the top and give you the 40% or whatever it might be. If it started with 8 speed, then it could max it and give you the 35, whatever it might be. So, and you can also tell it to max maximum level for the champion. We're not going to do it because we're going to keep our Haikatoon at level 40 for a pretty long time. So we're going to go ahead and keep this to not doing that. I am okay with telling it to max primary artifacts because with artifact enhancement event around the corner, Haikatoon, we do want it to be fast, so it's going to try to max speed boots and things like that. So we'll go ahead and click on optimize artifacts. We're going to tell it to include equipped artifacts here. So I'm okay removing pieces off of, say, Armiger or any of the other champions. I'm not gonna strip pieces off my main team, but some of my like sidekicks, I'm willing to take some gear off of. So I'll go to stats here. Now you see where it says your current goal is balanced in the middle of the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on balanced, so that way it allows me to do these like little kind of weights, right? So we've already got our weight high for speed, and accuracy we've got for 150, so we're okay with that. And so if I was to say I was to put this on 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, that means that I want a minimum of 150, but I also want it to give me as much accuracy after that as possible. Currently, it's on give me as much speed as possible. So that's what we have. Let me pause it. The kids have a loud video. 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what this looks like whenever we run it like this, but I'm also going to show you whenever we uncheck the button to not max the primary artifacts, so that way you can see kind of the different gear sets it offers. If you had everything set to 0 here, it would probably return an error and tell you like, hey, you need to select something, so that way there's actual weights for it to check on. Now, this is only available for PC, it's only available for Mac as well. You can't run this on phone. It just does not work on phone. You can tell it to look for, like, say you were trying to build a clan boss team and you wanted to put everyone in lifesteal, you could go ahead and tell it to do that. If you wanted to, you could also tell it like, so for example, this is the GPU optimizer. If you didn't have a strong enough graphics card, you could just do a brute force, and that requires less resources, but it also checks gear substantially less. So we're going to go ahead and go to our stats. We already got the 150 accuracy as a minimum, and we'll see if it even returns anything. If I don't have enough gear to make it work, then it'll return like a sorry, but should have no problem doing this. So the search limiter, the higher it is, the more it's going to search, the longer it's going to take. So I like to leave it around 60, and it's pretty quick. Okay, so it came back as 183 speed. It came back 170 accuracy. Let's look at what gear it wants to try to take. Wants to try to take some gear off of Brachus and some gear off of Jingle Hunter, which would be fine. And that's the perception set. And then it also is looking at giving me an accuracy chest with some speed substat. And looks like it's only giving me this because it's rolled 9 speed. Okay. Now, one thing that I like to do, and I'll use the optimizer to kind of assist with this, is it lets me know like, oh, whenever artifact enhancement event comes around, this is a strong piece. It's trying to add it to my set, or it's trying to add it to my champion. So it would be beneficial to take this to 12 to see what that third substat's going to roll. So that's something you could do as well. So if we were to, just as an example, if we were to take this off, right, so it's no longer maxing the artifacts, and we click clear, say we just had no silver and we said, you know what, I want you to find the best gear on my account right now, not leveling a single piece up. And if we clicked on optimize, it very well may tell us that we have nothing. Okay, it was able to come up with a build for sure, a couple builds. So 165 in comparison to the 180 3 or 185 or whatever it was a moment ago. And you can see that it's given us different pieces of gear for sure. Okay. Now, as an example, let's say that I was trying to be like really stingy and I was like, you know what, I want 250 accuracy. And then I clicked optimize. It'll probably return that error and it's like, hey, we can't find the build. Yep, so no artifact combination was available. So if that happens, you just click on clear, you go back to stats, and you say, okay, well maybe I'm okay with 200 accuracy. And then we see if anything can come up there. And yeah, was able to find several sets with that. But of course it had to sacrifice speed to do it, alright? So if you have PC, if you have Mac, this tool can be really, really helpful in saving you a lot of time. So I'll show you what build that I'm probably going to go ahead and take. So I'll put this back on the max primary artifacts. And the reason I chose, let's see, the reason I chose the 150 accuracy, because that'll get me up to stage around 15 for dungeons, right? We want around 10 accuracy per dungeon level. So if we're trying to do 13, 14, 15, 150 accuracy is going to be perfect for us. So in regards to a lot of the arena battles that we're going to fight, probably 150 should be more than enough as well. So like I said, 150, and then we want it to try to find as much defense as we can. We're not telling it to find attack, we're not telling it to find defense, all that stuff, it's kind of secondary to what our purpose is. So we're going to go ahead and click on optimize, and I'll show you the set that I'm going to go ahead and end up putting on. Let's see. So I'll show you what I mean too. Like say I pull this over, and I'm gonna find this piece of gear right here. It's an accuracy chest that has speed substat. So on my account, go ahead and go here to the chests. I'll find the ones that have accuracy, and here it is, right? It's got speed substat. So what I would do is I would take that to 8 to see if it rolls speed again. It rolled resistance. And so this is what I mean, like it's showing me like a rating for that piece of gear now. So what I'll do next is, and it kind of teaches you like, oh, these are the substats that you want to be looking for, right? So like say I was looking for accuracy main stat with speed substat. And then now I can look and say, oh, like here's another one. Let's see if this rolls speed once. Nope, it didn't. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a super helpful tool. Obviously, a lot of people don't have, they don't play on their PC, they don't play on their Mac. So, you know, during stream or something, if I'm ever streaming, or you know, if you're like, hey, can you please run this champion through the optimizer to try to find a build that has this much speed and accuracy, whatever, I can certainly, you know, look at requests like that, and if I have time to do them, I'm happy to try to make time. So yeah, I hope you guys find this valuable and useful. I'll probably end up putting this build together. Once the artifact enhancement event comes around, I'll take some of these pieces to level 12, so that way I know if that's the best build that I want, and kind of go from there. So if you enjoy daily raid content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have hit like 320 subs, guys. Like, thank y'all so much for the support. Like, it is so cool. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, just comment down below. Make sure you comment Hi Katoon for the keyword. Okay, Hi Katoon for the keyword. So in I guess Friday evening will be the time that we draw for the winner, and then I'll post that video Friday night, and then you guys can claim the account. And again, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, even if you're not interested in this ninja account, because we have accounts that have Mashaled, Bad Alcazar, Krisk. You know, who's Krisk? Oh, he's just one of the best champions in the entire game. He's a Void champion, and someone has been kind enough to give him away with their account. So looking forward to doing that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your Halloween. Take care. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Bye.